All right, so we are here with the Todd McFarlane Toys line. The last of the figures. This is the animated series figures. So we have the Batman animated figure. Yeah.
Superman, the animated series, and we have Green Lantern from the Justice League cartoon.
So we're super excited to open these up, and let's get to it and play with them. So I'm going to start it out with this really cool Batman the Animated Series figure. I don't know about you, Kareem. I'm sure because I like your taste in pretty much everything else. So I can assume that you were also a huge Batman the Animated Series fan like myself. It was a staple in the lineup, the post-school lineup, circa 6th grade.
Kids of the 90s.
I know, right? Pokemon, Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so this figure's quite cool. The utility belt isn't attached to him, which I like. You can kind of move it around a little bit. I will say this figure's very top-heavy. So you can clearly tell by his giant top-heavy top.
Very Bruce Timm design.
Yes, very Bruce Timm. But comparatively, he's actually much larger than the Superman, which I thought was kind of weird. But he still looks really cool. There's a lot of great details on here, from just the little pouches on the utility belt. He's got the perfect face where he looks like he's scowling. He's got some decent head movement here. We can move a little bit around. Scowling face, which is perfect. I like the animated series glowy eyes. The paint job's okay. There's not too many things that I can look at and be like, wow, this is like a really cool spot. I mean, overall, it's really cool. The cape is great. It's got a nice, hefty feeling to it. Black on the outside, blue on the inside. And it will help you with the posing as well. His leg and hip joint is so movable, it almost makes him like too poseable. I don't know if that's even a thing.
He's flexible.
He's extra flexible. But yeah, so he comes with his grippy hands. He's got punchy hands as well. And his little batarang, which is kind of cool. I would have loved a little more detail on this thing, but overall, it's pretty cool for an animated series. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give him 7.5. He's really cool. I like just the overall appearance of the figure. I wish his posing was a little less floppy, because when you pick him up, he sort of has that like baby thing where their whole spine just goes loose and he collapses backwards. But once you get him posed with the cape as well, it looks really cool.
All right, so this is Superman from the animated series, voiced by Tim Daly. This is a Bruce Timm design. I really like the colors on this figure. The cape kind of forms in the wind. It's kind of a neat sculpt. 22 points of articulation. It's kind of stiff around the arms. I don't like that. It takes a while to get that. You can kind of hear that. The face is very reminiscent of the cartoon, but it's kind of weird. The eyes really always bothered me. And then the hair kind of pokes out in the back. So
the hair is shiny too, which is kind of, I don't know, because everything else, like his suit and everything, is matte, but he's got which is extra slick.
Yeah. So I really dig the Superman symbol. I dig all the colors and stuff. Like I said, it's a little too stiff around the arms, the wrists. It comes with accessory hands, and it comes with bent steel, so you can, he's the man of steel. Also, every figure comes with a card, which is thick.
Yeah, let's actually put them together so you can see the chest comparison.
Yeah, Batman is a lot bigger than the Superman.
Right? Is that just me?
Which is very kind of strange.
Looking at them side by side, too, I wish that Batman's symbol had been 3D. Like, this is just painted on, but this one here is a little more 3D.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish that this had a little more of that, because it's cool.
Yeah, well, you can pose them a lot of ways. You can pose them as flying. But yeah, if I were to rate this figure, I'd say 7.5 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
It's very cool.
He's a 9.
You just said that because he's Superman. You love everything Superman.
Also, these figures kind of skip leg day. I mean, that's kind of a Bruce Timm design. Very Incredibles, very Pixar.
Yeah.
But
I know, you said Incredibles to begin with, and then I was kind of playing around with them, and I was like, that's highly accurate.
But I grew up with these, so it's very cool to see them back.
All right, so next up we have this super cool
Green Lantern.
Dun, dun, dun.
From the Justice League cartoon.
Yes.
It's weird because he had the cut in Justice League, but Justice League Unlimited, he has the bald head, so.
Which is kind of cool. You can
Very
see
strange.
his super cool bald head here. Yeah. And you can tell, even compared to the other ones, he's a little more realistic, even though they come from the same creative mind.
Yeah.
I think of the three figures, he by far has the best face.
Yes.
Best face sculpt. And honestly, as much as I love Batman and Superman, I think he has the best accessories too.
I think Todd and Bruce Timm style really melds well with the artistic kind of face and stuff like that.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of movement on the head.
He's kind of stiff.
Yeah, he is kind of stiff. But he's got great movement on the arms, so that's pretty cool.
The shoulder pads kind of bother me a little bit with the black and the green, the separation kind of. And the Green Lantern symbol is a little bit small for me. A little bit.
It's pretty cool. He's less beefcake on top as well, which makes him a little bit easier to pose than the other guys. Although he does have the signature black diaper as well.
He's a superhero, he has to.
I know. Well, he doesn't really get a lot of...
Not a lot of abdomen stretch.
But back stretch, man, he could do... Like, he can really... splay backwards. He could probably do cool character.
I wonder if he has the... Yeah, he has the green eyes, too.
I like the green eyes. He's got some really cool accessories. You can see his headpiece comes on and off.
Speak to the Justice League.
Yes.
He's also got a Green Lantern powered kind of cannon to fight off aliens. So
pretty cool. And on a scale of 1 to 10, where does this one fall for you?
I would rate this a 9. I think this is the best out of the 3. I think the detail is amazing on this one.
I agree. I'd give it like an 8.5, and I think it's definitely the strongest figure out of these 3 as well.
Cool.
On to the next one.